Behind me is my 2017 Mk7 GTI. It is my daily driver. It's dirty, it sounds good, and it's kind of fast. While the GTI has always been a car that anyone can get in and drive, from the Golfs, Tiguan's, All-Tracks, it's meant for everyone. But as car enthusiasts, we always want that little bit more. Now the car is already stage 2 tuned with an EQT tune and transmission tune, but the throttle response has always been something that's been kind of lacking. And we're gonna fix it in this video. That's right guys, today we are working on the Mk7 GTI. Thanks so much for joining the channel, by the way. If you are new here, go down below and hit the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. We do videos on the Mk7 GTI, we do videos on the GT3 Honda Fit, and my prized possession, NC2 Miata. So if you're into anything car related and modifications and tracking and I don't know, anything cars, go down below, hit that subscribe button. And I know you guys have been waiting a long time, especially the GTI fans, for some GTI modifications. I mean, it's been my daily. It's been a great car. I love it. I just haven't really had a ton of stuff to do for it. We're kind of working into the next phase of what that project is gonna be, having more flexibility with downtime. So I need this car every single day, and a lot of the things that I wanna do next involve some downtime. Things like upgraded turbos. I still need to throw in the upgraded oil pan. But this modification should be plug and play, which is something that I really like. If you have things like VCDS or the OBD11, you should be able to do this, but I don't know how, and this is a plug and play solution. So this was also given to me by a mod from Modifications. He had one of these installed on his Golf R. When I drove that, I really kind of enjoyed it. It was an interesting experience driving the car in a different way, because those two cars felt the exact same. They were both tuned. His was manual, but he had a throttle controller on his car, and it made it feel more peppy, more responsive. I mean, that's what it's supposed to do. It adjusts your throttle pedal to input a little bit more of a signal to your throttle body. It doesn't affect the tune, but it'll give us more flexibility about how we want the car to feel when we're driving it on the road. And the GTI feels great outside of that throttle pedal. Here's some before video. I think you guys can clearly see the delay in time between when I hit the accelerator pedal to when those RPMs start to build. And when you have a turbo car, you want to eliminate that turbo lag. So if we can get on the pedal just a little bit to get a little bit more RPMs going to get that turbo spooling, I'll be good with that. You can find a link to this product down below in the description. It is from Amazon, so if you do pick one of these up, you'll be helping support the channel through affiliate links and things like that. So I'd appreciate it if you do decide to do that. Use the link down below. But otherwise, let's go throw it in the car. Okay, so the way this works is this module intercepts the signal from the accelerator pedal, processes it through our little settings box, and sends it back into the car's ECU. By adjusting that, you have a little bit more control of the signal that goes from the pedal through the box to the ECU, adjusting your throttle response depending on what setting you have in this little device. And the plug we're looking for is just right here. All right, so now that our pedal controller is installed, I can go ahead and start the car up. Everything's just in park. We shouldn't get an error on the dash or anything, hopefully not, but it is on, so it is working. And it looks like we have a couple different settings that we can go to. F1 comfort mode, F2 sport mode, F3 racing mode. I think I'm gonna go to sport mode, try that first. It also does have a normal mode, so essentially if you put it back to the normal mode, it should go back exactly the way it is. If you don't like it, just unplug it, I guess. I mean, this is stupid easy. So I'm gonna give it a little rev, put it into sport mode and just kind of see how it performs. I just drove the car a little bit earlier when you saw those before clips, so I should notice an immediate difference. All right, so I'm reviewing this manual again, and I just drove over to this parking lot. I had it in F2 and I put it at F2.9 just to see what the max was, and you're not going to get good gas mileage with this sort of thing. I think I'm going to put it down to a F1 setting, which is the comfort setting, but it still says it increases the rate of a reaction of the bleeding shutter, smooth accelerating. I don't know what that means. We'll just go through here and yeah, I'm barely touching the gas pedal. I think it's definitely going to be an acquired taste. It's nice. It certainly delivers the power right away when you start pressing on the gas pedal, but F2.1 I think is probably the most I'm going to have this set on, because like quarter throttle and the revs are already starting to climb more than you initially think. And it could just be because I drove the car and it's just a huge difference. It's that much of a difference. In comfort mode, I didn't like the quarter pedal feel. Like it felt really fast when you blip it right when you're trying to get off a stoplight or something. But then after that, it just basically goes away, which felt like the car was losing boost or something, which it's not, it's fine. It just felt like that. Yeah, that's different. That is way, way, way different. It's not making the car faster, it's making it respond faster. It's giving you more gas when you're giving it less gas. So it feels faster. I mean, you're definitely moving faster than you used to. But like I said, all it does is just adjust the signal to your ECU to give it more acceleration when you're not giving it as much acceleration at the pedal level. So I'm gonna set up the pedal cam and set the GoPro up to see the tachometer and everything so you guys can get a better view. Let's see, second gear. Yeah, spinning tires. All right, we'll see. I think it's gonna force me to drive the car a little bit easier, which is good, but when you do wanna get on it, all the power's there because it just revs it up so fast. And just little inputs, I can feel it. I'm barely touching it. I'm in fifth gear going 50 and just barely touching it. It just spools up right away. It just sends the RPMs up. So I can definitely see why this is a good modification. Like I said, acquired taste. Alright, so is the throttle pedal controller a good buy? I say it's worth trying out. It's definitely not going to be for everyone. It's going to take some adjustment on my side to really get used to it, but for the cost, they're not a bad option if you want to make your car feel a little bit more peppy and drive a little bit more peppy. So one more mod to the GTI. It's driving great, it performs great, sounds really good. I really do love this car. It's just a blast to get out and daily drive. It's comfortable and quiet, and it just works so well. I love this thing. So thank you all for joining in another video. Like I said at the beginning, go down below and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, to stay tuned for more Mk7 GTI content. Give this video a thumbs up, leave your comments below, and I will see you in the next one.